was so perfect. You said everything I wanted to say, so no, just kidding. There's only one mind, right? And it's true, there is. So I love this month. I love this topic. I feel like things were getting very heavy for us here, very heavy, in the world, and just heavy. And, Ernest Holmes has this thing, and if you don't know who Ernest Holmes is, he is the founder of the religious science movement, Science of Mind. He wrote The Science of Mind. He wrote 27 other books and founded the Science of Mind magazine, and he died in 1960. Anyway, he used to say, we're not telling people not to have feelings or not to be sad, because there's plenty of times when we feel sad and we have reasons to be sad. But there's a difference between sadness and morbidity. And morbidity drags us down into the trenches and doesn't allow us to heal, because it gives us a sense of hopelessness. And I know probably some of us, or maybe all of us, have felt that at times when things get rough, that there's that feeling of, oh my God, will things ever get better, blah, 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 it's just getting worse and worse. And what are we doing when we do that is we're just reflecting that back out to invite more of that in. So feeling our feelings and allowing ourselves to mourn and do all of those things, but still to fall back into that thing, I call it grace, where we know there's the bottom to all that, and that there's something that will buoy us up in every moment, that we're facing something that's hard to face. So it's a big difference, and I hope you can understand that difference between being morbid about life and that things are getting worse and worse, or to just be sad about something and to know that there's a healing that can take place, and it does. It always does. It always does if we look for it, right? So it's just an important differentiation, because we don't want people to think that we are telling people not to have feelings. We get trapped in that sometimes. So our topic today is shine anyway. Shine anyway. So it's so funny because, hi Harley guys, girls, whatever you are. We're doing this thing called Mental Muscle Spiritual Boot Camp, and we're having a really great time diving in, because it's all about diving into our belief systems and the things that are holding us back. It's really spiritual psychology and clearing those things out and allowing ourselves to shine more brightly. And this week just happens to be self-esteem and self-respect. Self-esteem being what you feel about yourself, who do you know that you are, and self-respect about how you treat yourself. They go together, because however you feel about yourself, you are going to treat yourself that way and treat others that way. So sometimes, like, when somebody's not treating you like the way you think they should be treating you, usually, and I would say all the time, it is a reflection of how you're feeling about yourself. So in our philosophy, it's always about going back to the self, not in a selfish way, but going back to the self, in that we're remembering who we are, that we are, like I said at the beginning, that magnificent light. We're made of stardust. We are energy. We are source. We are bright, bright, bright lights. And what happens is, I read this quote, it's by Hazrat Inayat Khan. There is a light within every soul. It only needs the clouds that overshadow it to be removed. I love that, because you don't have to create the light. It's there. No matter what you're going through, that light is there. It's just a matter of removing whatever stands in its way. And more than likely, it's probably something that you might not feel good about yourself about. We always say that, like, if we're not demonstrating the lives we want, it always comes back to self-worth, self-esteem. It always comes back to how we value ourselves. I remember when I went through a big transition financially back in a long time ago, and I might have told this story before, so forgive me if I have, but it was all about a banana. But it was a big thing that happened. I was at Starbucks in Los Angeles, and I was buying someone else a Starbucks certificate. And I saw a banana and I was hungry and I wouldn't buy it for myself because I was like, oh, I don't want to spend $1 on a banana or whatever it was, $2 or whatever. But yet I was willing to buy something for someone else. And in that moment, I just, like a light went off inside where I realized that that's what I was doing to myself. I was not valuing myself. I was not allowing myself to be that bright light. I was not loving myself. I didn't have self-esteem. If I could, so we might say, oh, we love to do things for other people, and I love to do things for other people. But like Marian was saying, when it's coming from a place of your light shining and you're feeling good about yourself and you're being able to be happy even though things are not going that well for everybody else, when you can do that, you light the world. And what do we know? That famous saying, you're the lights of the world. It's true. And we are the lights. No matter what, no matter what's going on in our life, we are the lights. And it sounds easy maybe to say this, but it is easy. It's simple. It's a simple truth. And now is the time for us to dive in and uncover that and allow it to shine, because we're going to help the world so much by being the bright lights that we are. And yesterday I got a card from someone, and it was so beautiful, and it fits what we're saying today. It was advice from a butterfly. I loved it. So it said, "Let your true colors show." This is the advice from the butterfly. Let your true colors show. Take yourself lightly. How many times do we take ourselves so seriously? Marian's right. We just need to find reasons to laugh at ourselves when we do those crazy things that we just like go, oh my God, I can't even believe it. If we laughed at ourselves, things would go a lot better. Let true colors show. Take yourself lightly. Look for the sweetness in life. Take time to smell the flowers. Catch a breeze. I love this one. Have you ever seen like a bird, or even a bird or a butterfly, when it's on the breeze and it's just floating because it's catching the breeze? That's what we can do. We don't have to struggle. Life is not meant to be a struggle. It's meant to be wonderful and amazing and challenging at times, but not a struggle. Just to know, and if we can catch the breeze and whatever that situation is that we're in, just catch the breeze, it will carry us through it. I love that, catch the breeze. And treat yourself like a monarch. Treat yourself like a monarch. Okay, not the kind that's bossing everybody around, but the monarch of your own life. Not the kind that's like telling everybody else what to do, but treat yourself like a monarch. Treat yourself as royalty. Treat yourself as deserving of all the good, the love, the creativity, the wealth, the health, everything of life. Treat yourself that way. And it might seem like, oh, that's a big thing to ask of myself, especially when I'm experiencing this, and this, but there's ways to do it. And one of them, the biggest one to me, and I do it anytime I'm feeling less than myself, is to do something that makes your heart sing. We all have something that makes our heart sing. When we're doing it, we feel time just evaporates and we don't even realize that we're in that place of anything besides what we're doing. That is, for me, the biggest way. It's the creative expression in whatever way we do that. So do something that makes your heart sing. It'll make you shine, it'll make you lighter. And then of course, like, don't we want to be the ones when we walk into a room that we light it up? When we feel these things about ourselves, other people, what's the famous quote by Marianne Williamson, or might not be, Nelson Mandela might have said it, is that the one about shining, I don't have it written down, about shining your light allows other people to have permission to shine their light. So that there is really truth in that, and I know it's true because I've experienced it. When people shine their light on me, I feel freer and when I watch people shine their light, I feel freer to shine my own light. Now, I could take it the opposite way. I could take it like, oh, I'm not good enough or whatever. They're brighter than I am. No. When somebody's successful, when somebody's shining their light, it gives us permission to be successful and to shine our light. And then, what's the other one? Oh, We sing that song, Look for the Good, right? Do we really? And so look for the good. Look for what's going right. I can get trapped in, oh, this went wrong and that went wrong and that went wrong. And then what happens? We know it. We know that the observer effect in quantum science is true. Whatever we're observing is collapsing and is creating more of that and more of that and more of that. So if we can look for the good in ourselves and in others, we're going to create more good. It's science. It's not anything but science. It's science. And then, I love this one. Practice the art of saying to yourself, look yourself in the mirror and just say, you are doing really well. You are doing a great job. You are. And in spiritual boot camp, we have a thing that we're asked to do, which is to cut out a little piece of paper and carry it with us that says, you are worth it. You are worth it. And to look at that and whatever's going on, you are worth it. Your light is worth it to shine it so brightly. So let's have a great month, lightening up and shining our lights. Yes? Thank you.